The following names, dates, and locations are rooted in real historical events, but the storytelling is a product of my own imagination. I've crafted the storytelling this way to help people following along more easily, spark their interest, and deepen their understanding of the past. Days and days of rest were needed for everyone. But they also knew that they could not rest for too long. Around them, ruins, inanimate bodies. But the worst of all was the destruction of the plantation system. This has been the backbone of the economy, and with no natural resources, the newly independent people knew they wouldn't be able to survive too long. They needed a plan to rebuild the country. And once again, Jean-Jacques Dessalines had one. Jean-Jacques Dessalines has seen the world around 1758, most likely in Guinea. He was brought to America after being enslaved for years to work on a plantation in Africa. Dessalines then rose to become a fearless and determined leader. And it is with the same determination that he vowed to create a governing system and stabilize the economy after proclaiming himself Emperor of Haiti in October 1804. Dessalines' plan to rebuild the country consisted into preserving Haiti's agricultural productivity by implementing policies that required former enslaved people to work the land. This act was not only unwelcome by wealthier landowners and elites who wanted more control over their estates, but also by many people who felt like they were brought back into an oppressive system, similar to forced labor, especially after that they had just fought to end slavery. Dessalines, however, did not hesitate to use force against those who challenged him. His authoritarian style might have provoked his assassination in 1806, allegedly led by his former allies and key figures in the revolution who turned against him, including Alexandre Pétion and Henri Christophe. Jean-Jacques Dessalines' legacy has been perceived as heroic from many Haitians, but also generated many oppositions and mixed feelings concerning his brief rule. Despite all the different thoughts and feelings, Dessalines remains a symbol of Haitian resilience, a revolutionary who fought tirelessly to free his people and one of Haiti's founding fathers, thus joining Toussaint Louverture, Henri Christophe, and Alexandre Pétion as the primary founding fathers of Haiti. After Jean-Jacques Dessalines' death, Haiti was separated into northern and southern territories, which mean that both territories were ruled by different leaders. The north was called the Kingdom of Haiti, after its initial name, the State of Haiti, and had a self-declared king that was none other than Henri Christophe. The south was led by Alexandre Pétion, which had more of a republican government. Both territories were very different and had a different ruling system, even though both had an authoritarian approach. When the king of the north died, his system collapsed, and Haiti was finally reunited again by Jean-Pierre Boyer in 1822 under a single government. He became the president of the southern part of the country after Alexandre Pétion and used his power to reunify the country. Boyer succeeded to unify the entire island formerly called Hispaniola under Haitian rule until 1844 when Dominican Republic declared its independence on February 27. France, humiliated and economically hurt by the loss of its wealthiest colony, demanded reparation in exchange for recognition, imposing a crippling debt of 150 million francs. limiting Haiti's economic development and causing financial dependency. Political divisions and power struggles are also an important reason of Haiti's problems. Foreign interference also heavily influenced Haiti's political trajectory, especially with the United States of America's most notable intervention from 1915 to 1934. They controlled Haiti's finances and infrastructure, resulting into none or little development of the lasting local institution stability. A small elite class has held most of the land and wealth, leading the majority in poverty, resulting into limiting access to education and opportunities for a large population. These injustices led to many protests in an unstable government that made progress very difficult and slow, leaving the country vulnerable to ongoing crises that are ravaging the country today.